shaking up late night.
You're gonna get smart intelligence, you're gonna get ignorance all mixed in one.
First guest, Kim's new baby, in utero interview.
Exclusive.
Your vision.
Who's doing that in late night? Nobody.
I don't do face value. You keep it.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 2016, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability.
It's an interesting way to put it. He's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Detroit. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
You know, it's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip here tonight.
Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think if you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m. flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Detroit, the big men are Griffin and Drummond. And it's Smith. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Galloway in at the 2.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
There's Galloway. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Bullock misses the 3. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ball no good.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Griffin kicks to Smith. Pass to Bullock. Back to Smith. Inside. Lets it go from 11. The shot no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball, the pass to LeBron. Feeds it to Len. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Point guard skills and a power forward's body. The unique versatility of LeBron James.
Pass to Galloway. It's Drummond, high post. Back to Galloway. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Now, here's Kuzma. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Griffin. Drummond trying to get himself free. Griffin's shot is off. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks as always. Their goal early on is a simple one, keeping those opposing shooters from getting hot.
Yeah, and so defensively, they can't get tied into any one strategy. It might take a few different approaches here before they find one that works.
Greg, the reason why is you're never sure which of their shooters is going to get hot. The matchups will change depending on who's doing the most damage.
Here's Griffin, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Now Griffin turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. 5 on the clock. With the shot, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Ball kicks to Len. Out to Ingram. For 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
When LeBron came over to Los Angeles, Greg, many wondered how the younger players would fare. They've done a pretty good job working alongside him.
And you can see it in the record for the Lakers. Many might have been skeptical to how this roster would work together, but they've been terrific. You have to give kudos to the coaching staff and all the players for buying in.
Pistons trail by 5. Smith finds Drummond, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Los Angeles on D. Back to Bullock. Drummond dishes to Griffin. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bullock.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Kuzma passes to LeBron. Can't hit from in close.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Deflects the pass. And LeBron throws it down.
You see the tremendous first step, the power. LeBron loves to put the defense back on its heels.
Drummond with it. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs. And Smitty, Blake Griffin last season acquired by Detroit at mid-year. How do you like the fit for him with the Pistons?
You know, they needed a playmaker and a shot creator. Also gives them some star power. Putting fans in the seats, that matters.
And Blake Griffin draws a lot of fouls from the defense. You look at his percentage, Steve, at the line. He's turned a weakness, certainly into a strength.
It's been a reflection of his work ethic. Year after year, we've seen him make steady improvement at the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
Smith kicks to Griffin. Dishes to Galloway. Ingram with the steal. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. You look at the Nuggets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Alex Len. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hart subbed in for Ingram. There's Galloway. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Lure finds Griffin. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
This is what you want out of your offense. A high percentage look for Blake Griffin.
Now the pass to Hart. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hart's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Steve, for the Pistons, improving chemistry on and off the court has been a big focus.
Yes, locker room leadership and pieces that fit together on the court. It's about building a team in every sense of the word.
And Stevenson's checked in for James. And Detroit with a change here, too. Kennard's checked in. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
If you allow Blake Griffin to get that close, the result, a dunk.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. 8-point game. On the wing, Stevenson. Pass to Hart. Clock at 6. And it's Beasley in the corner. Rondo passes to Hart. Over Robinson. Rebound, Detroit. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now, here is Robinson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kennard kicks to Lure. Really left alone that time. Now, here's Rondo. Beasley dishes to Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pistons trail by 8. Here's Kennard. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He kicks it to Griffin. Johnson in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. That shot missing, and the Lakers take it the other way. Stolen by Robinson. McGee against Griffin. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Lakers leading by 8. Beasley finds Rondo. Shoots it up. Hart, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Rondo. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. That one doesn't go.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
High arcing shot. Shoots a 3. Rondo, no good. Pistons trail by 8. 1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. And Lure kicks to Kennard. Robinson left side to the paint. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now Blake Griffin was pointing his finger to throw it up way high, and he went, got it, and dunked it home.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Hart. A 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And that one's good by Stevenson.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
1:10 left in the first. Pass to Lewis. Kicks it to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. It's Beasley on the wing. Now the dish to McGee. Yep, it counts. McGee's got his first 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kennard kicks to Johnson. Kennard, the pass to Johnson. Off target from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 9. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Griffin with the steal. Outside Robinson. Here's Kennard. Shoots over McGee, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Hart is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Ish Smith comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Kennard.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense. Always gets a hand in the shooter's face.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Caldwell Pope's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league. And Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the San Antonio Spurs. Rondo dishes to McGee. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the pass to Zubac. Back to Caldwell Pope. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
And yes, it's good.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Rondo scanning the floor, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 9 points. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Detroit.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, you know, the stats we look at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is, and that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. Steve, the Pistons still one of the better defensive teams in the NBA, but wouldn't you say there is still room for improvement there?
Yeah, I think so, especially since Drummond is so young. He's the key, though. Also, Blake Griffin makes them a better rebounding team.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Ball kicks to Kuzma. LeBron outside. Back to Ball. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trailed by 11. Smith outside. Passes it to Bullock. 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Lakers #1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Zubac. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Pass to LeBron. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
Here's LeBron. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excels.
And can you always always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pistons trail by 17. Galloway finds Drummond. They need this. Galloway, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
LeBron with the bucket.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
For Detroit, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Now here's Drummond. Zubac's defending. And Drummond kicks to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
And there's the pass to Lue. Back to Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the shot is good.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
On the wing, James. Out to Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. Pistons trail by 19. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
And the Lakers with some changes. Alex Len comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now, here's Bullock. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Drummond. Lure against Kuzma. Another shot. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Passes at the ball. James looking it over. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Great natural instincts of LeBron. Good decision maker on the pick and roll.
Pistons trail by 21. And here's Smith. Now Bullock. Poke loose. Stolen by Len. Now the Lakers on the break. Ball's running. It's tipped. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for LeBron James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging 29 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. And Robinson III comes in for Ish Smith. Tipped away. LeBron against Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Galloway, the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Timing perfect on the pick and roll. Drummond showing good feel for this play.
Ball kicks to James. Back to Ball. James outside. Pass to Ingram. LeBron outside. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Galloway finds Griffin. made by Len. They recover it. Good on the shot.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Detroit, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for the Pistons, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
I'm sure they do, because it's obvious that the way this team is currently constructed just isn't working. Changes have to be made, and they can't wait too long to make them.
Beasley's checked in for James. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
Now here's Ingram. He had 16 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And he comes up with the deuce.
And the stroke of Ingram just looks so pure coming off his hand.
Here's Galloway. Right side, Griffin. A floater. There's Galloway. He's covered by Ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And a look here at the shot chart for James.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Ingram outside. Offline with his three.
Rough start to this game. Hits one bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Stevenson passes to Len. Back to Stevenson. It's Ingram on the wing. Stolen by Bullock. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Robinson. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Beasley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Out to the right wing. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Stevenson. Guarded by Robinson. And that one's good by Stevenson.
Assertive in the painted area. This is what every coach preaches.
Pistons trail by 18. Galloway taking his time here. He kicks to Griffin. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball dishes to Beasley. That one good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. 19 seconds left here in the second. Ball with it. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Robinson. 1 second left. You can't get that one. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Los Angeles on top, up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. Dwayne, not the night you want so far. What do you see happening out there?
I don't know what has happened, but our defensive concentration, rotation has gone the way of the Buffalo. And I don't know what it is. I could care less about offense. You know, we're going to score. That's not the problem. It's making up our mind and having a commitment to the defensive end.
Okay, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. The athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Galloway in at the two-guard position. Here's Galloway. Bullock kicks to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Galloway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Kuzma. James against Griffin. Now the feed to Len. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
And, well, Detroit shooting straight 49% from the field. Now, here's Bullock. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Griffin looking around. Ejected by Len. They get it back.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Ball with a wide open look. They get it again. Ingram. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch. And you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
Here's Len, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Griffin against Kuzma. That shot by Griffin, no good. Los Angeles leading by 17. Ingram kicks to left. James in the post. He's guarded by Bullock. Trying to get open his man. Buries it from three-point range. And that's now 7 points for Lonzo Ball. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Alex Len. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Detroit also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Kennard in for Langston Galloway. Here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. They grab their own miss, and it's Drummond with the jam.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
Ingram outside. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Kuzma passes to McGee. 6 to shoot. Ingram outside. Off target from outside. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
I'm not surprised to see Blake rise up above the defenders and dunk that one.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. James finds McGee, and the basket is good. McGee's got his third basket of the night right there.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite. Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
James outside. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 20. Shoots over Kuzma. And there's another one for the Pistons.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Johnson against LeBron. It's Ingram on the wing. He feeds it to McGee. And stolen by Drummond. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. John Lure, he's checked in for Drummond. Griffin against Kuzma. Smith kicks to Griffin. Shoots over Kuzma. Sinks the 15-footer. And now 24 points for Blake Griffin.
He's very consistent now from the mid-range. Blake able to keep the defense honest.
Rondo passes to LeBron. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Out to Ingram. LeBron is doubled. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by McGee. Kuzma's got 6 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Pass to Smith. Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Unloads from 13. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
LeBron outside. And the dunk by James.
A guy that great, you have to make somebody else beat you. LeBron's been hot tonight.
Pistons trail by 18. And here's Smith. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Lure and does. Griffin. Kuzma pulls it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 10. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The pass to Johnson. Back to Smith. He's off on that one. Good D by Rondo. Lakers leading by 21. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo against Smith. Over in the corner. Lure. Passes it to Kennard. Kicks to Griffin. Fader on the way. That one falls. Griffin's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game. Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in this game.
And he gets it to go. Rondo's got 6.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They've come out aggressive, but also extremely focused.
Basket good.
Timeout.
28 points for Blake Griffin. And Kennard, Smitty, went one pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. And Hart subbed in for Ingram. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Detroit. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. In third, the Lakers.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Pass to Kennard. Robinson against Rondo. Right side Robinson. He dishes it to Lure. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 21. Hart the pass to Caldwell Pope. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Beasley against Lure. Caldwell Pope outside. Fires it up. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Robinson. Back to Lure. Out left to the wing. Here's Kennard. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Beasley finds Zubac. Here's Hart. He's got 8. Right wing. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Griffin trying to get open. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. And Hart has it in the corner. Here's Rondo. The 3. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Alex Len's checked in for the Lakers. All comes in for Rajon Rondo. Detroit also making some changes. Reggie Bullock comes in for Stanley Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Luke Kennard. Galloway, the pass to Bullock. Galloway kicks to Bullock. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Zubats, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Alex Len picks one up.
When you put a smaller player on Blake, he has the ability to drive it, draw contact, and get to the free throw line.
Pistons have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the first one drops.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Hart kicks to Zubats. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. There's the pass to Hart. Passes the ball to the left wing. Len. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, it's Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either. Lakers leading by 23. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Caldwell Pope. He's got 8. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Stevenson and LeBron, the veteran forward pair. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart, and it's Len in at center. That's the Laker 5. Now, here's Ball. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steve, in the NBA right now, who do you think is the best isolation player in the game?
I think there's 2 guys come to mind. James Harden is the guy that you look at is very comfortable in the isolation game, and also Kyrie Irving. There's so many guys that are great one-on-one players. When you start talking about just giving them the basketball and all eyes on them, those are the 2 guys that stand out, James Harden and Kyrie Irving.
Now here's Griffin. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Hart the pass to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
That one falls. That's now 32 points for Blake Griffin.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
From deep, Ball with the bucket.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Galloway kicks to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Griffin against Len. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
And they double up James. And it's Len. That time on the assist by James. James has got 6 assists in the game. Galloway kicks to Griffin. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Hart, no good. The Pistons have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's Bullock missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
Now here's Stevenson. Ball with it, just 5 on the clock. Back to LeBron. Griffin with some nice D. And, well, Detroit shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Galloway. Back to Griffin. At the tip, and Drummond is right there.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hart kicks to Len. Hart the pass to Ball. James outside. Down low. Here's Len. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And there's the foul. He'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And a different look here for the Pistons. Henry Ellenson's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Reggie Bullock. Thomas checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. Calderon taking his time here. Drills the three-pointer.
Always with the great vision. Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
James finds Len. Here's Wagner. He's guarded by Calderon. Pass to Wagner. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. They need this one. Wagner, good.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
And so it's Calderon who brings it up for Detroit. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Now here's Stevenson. Pass to James. To the inside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that one against the Bulls, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Thomas kicks to Brown. Calderon against Ball. There's Thomas with the 3. Thomas with another miss. Lakers leading by 23. Now here's James. To the paint, here's Wagner. Len high post. Changes up. Wagner, good. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow. With the defense bearing down on him, he calmly flips in the reverse.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Drummond, and it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Andre Drummond absorbs a ton of hits, has the strength to finish through contact.
Now here's LeBron. Over to the left wing. Ball kicks to LeBron. Stevenson outside, and stolen by Drummond. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Stevenson. Calderon in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
We've seen this from Calderon, a high percentage three-point shooter when he can get a decent look.
And the Lakers call time here. Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Lakers leading by 20. Ball, the pass to LeBron. And here's Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
He gets that one.
Langston Galloway maneuvering himself around the painted area.
And here is Los Angeles now. And here is LeBron. LeBron is doubled. And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Smith kicks to Griffin. Now the pass to Galloway. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Passes it to Ingram. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's LeBron. Defense right on him.
Hard to stop even when you know it's coming. LeBron waits for just the right moment, delivers the perfect pass.
Pistons trailed by 21. Bobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. He kicks it to Drummond. The Pistons working the ball around now. Griffin attacking, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Lakers leading by 19 points. Ingram outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Smith kicks to Griffin. Down low. Drummond passes to Griffin. Dishes it to Smith. Galloway. And the 3 off target.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now here's Ingram. Guarded closely. LeBron outside. Back to Ingram. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Now here's Kuzma, following the miss by Griffin. Now Kuzma. Ingram right side. Shot clock at 5. James kicks to Kuzma. Shoots over Bullock. And again, the Lakers no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
Look at that.
Wow. Nice. Griffin is just fearless. I mean, a guy who is not scared of anything. That was ridiculous.
Now here's James. He's guarded by Bullock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Len. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Detroit also making some changes. Lewis checked in for Drummond. Stanley Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Kennard in for Langston Galloway.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Now here's Lure. Pass to Kennard. Kicks it to Griffin. Lets it go from the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Rondo with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Got my guard high.